So Ohio State picking a new president just in time for the first day of classes. He's had a distinguished military and collegiate career. And tonight we are introducing you to the newest Buckeye. He's Walter Carter, but he calls himself Ted. He's currently the president of the University of Nebraska system.
And he's the former superintendent of the United States Naval Academy. NBC4's Delaney Ruth joins us with more on his resume. Delaney?
Jennifer, Jared, this afternoon, Walter Ted Carter was unanimously voted as the next president of Ohio State University. The university has been looking to fill this position since February. Now, the university's last president, Christina Johnson, she was resignated, that is, in November, and then stepped down after May commencement. Now, this announcement comes just about 6 months after Ohio State launched its presidential search. Carter is currently the president of the University of Nebraska system. In his new contract with OSU, Carter will make a base salary of $1.1 million as president. In a press conference this afternoon, Carter touched on some goals he has for his time here in Columbus. Carter says that higher education is essential, and he wants to help make it more accessible and affordable for OSU students. He also says he hopes to leave Ohio State better than he found it. Carter says he still has more research and work to do, but he wants to evaluate issues here on campus and find solutions. With the violence we've seen here in Columbus this summer, Carter says he wants students and parents to know that safety is his top priority.
They want to know that we're making every effort to keep our campus safe. I know there's been some investments here recently. I promise to take another look at that, and if we need to make further investments to make sure that we're doing everything possible, I will do that.
Well, Carter will start as next president of Ohio State University on January 1st, 2024. In the meantime, Dr. Peter Moeller will serve as the acting president. Local for you in Columbus, I'm Delaney Ruth, NBC4.
Delaney, thank you. The decision on a new OSU president has been a long time coming. Former President Christina Johnson announced her resignation in November of 2022. Her last day was May. The university started searching for a new leader in February, but released very few details about the progress. This search took longer than previously recent presidential searches.
Now we're bringing you team coverage of this important announcement today.
Yeah, NBC4's Caleb Michael has been working to learn more about the new president. So Caleb, give us the details.
Well, Jen and Jared, Ted Carter says this is an opportunity he has been preparing for his whole life. He's a decorated Navy veteran. He also has a history of working in higher education. Most recently, like you all touched on, he has been serving as the president at the University of Nebraska since early in 2020. He is originally from Rhode Island, though. In 1981, he earned a bachelor's degree in physics and oceanography from the U.S. Naval Academy, where he also played ice hockey. He then graduated from the Navy Fighter Weapons School, most notably known as Top Gun. Carter was briefly president of the Naval War College in Rhode Island before he served as superintendent of the U.S. Naval Academy from 2014 to 2019. That's his alma mater. Carter says coming to Ohio State was a chance he just couldn't pass up.
This university is a significant opportunity for any academic leader to want to be part of. So when the opportunity came up, after a lot of very, very difficult thought, it is a bittersweet day because I will be saying goodbye to Nebraskans at the end of the year, but I'm going to be welcomed by a whole different community. And what I've seen thus far, this is a great place to be.
Carter says Ohio State is already a great university. He just wants to ensure that it continues elevating. Local for you at The Ohio State University, I'm Caleb Michael, NBC4.